Hello everybody, my name is Rachel Grothy. I am 18 years old, currently studying at Iowa State University. I am a genetics pre-med major. I grew up in a suburb outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I've lived in the U.S. my entire life, so I would say that I am a pretty good English speaker, and Minnesotans and Iowans are said to have the least accented English in the world, so, or at least in the U.S. Yeah, I'm going to say the U.S. so I don't overstep any boundaries. So I'd say I'm pretty good at helping people with accents because that's normally what they have the hardest time with, especially if people are from Asia and they have a very different way of formulating syllables over there and using the mouth to form sounds. So that'll be a little bit easier than somebody who is, for example, from Texas and has that southern twang. But anyway, the lesson I will be going over today is the 3 different forms of to and when to use them, using to in a sentence, of course. So we have 3 versions of to. They are all pronounced the same, so that you all pronounce it to. You just use them in very different ways, and they're all various spellings as well. So the first one, to, is used as a present tense directive. So if you're going somewhere and you are saying, I am going to go to this place, I am going to the beach, I am going to a concert. You can also use it with present tense verbs, stating that you are going to do something in either the present tense or in future tense, like I am going to, in the future I am going to go surfing, or in the future I'm going to sing, or I am singing, I'm going to sing in a bit. So that's how you use it. It's a present tense directive when you're just using it by itself, and with a verb it's generally future tense, of course. As with the English language, there are some exceptions, but you don't really need to worry about those because they're still few and far in between. The other two don't really have any exceptions either. But so the next one is, my middle finger, I apologize, is to. So the second one, T-O-O, and it's a synonym for as well or also. So it's used when you're either in agreement with somebody or you are saying that you are also going along with them. So if your friends are going to the movies, you're like, oh, I want to go too. Or if you're agreeing with something that somebody says, you know, I also agree with it, I agree with that too. So basically, it's interchangeable for also and as well. It's just a shorter form because it's 1 syllable as opposed to 2. And Americans love shortening things. So, alright, the last one is to, and that's basically just the written form of the number 2. That's all it is. So when you're writing things, the general rule when writing English, at least this is what I was taught in my high school English classes and now my college English classes, is when you're writing a number, as long as it is below 10, you need to actually write it out in the word form, in the to form, as opposed to typing in the digit. Once it gets above 10, then you can use the digits. Of course, in shorthand language such as texting, social media, a lot of people ignore this rule, but in academic writing or just writing in general, like a letter or something, you generally want to follow that rule. So to review, the first 2, the one with 2 letters, not syllables, because syllables are multiple letters most of the time. So to is present tense directive by itself and a future tense directive with another verb. And to, the second one, is used as a synonym for as well or also. And then the last one is a number in written form. Alright, thank you very much for watching my interview video. I hope that you do consider me for it. I do think that I might have done a bit better if I was actually talking to a person instead of just my little computer camera, if they had specific questions, especially because I'm really good at answering specific questions you have and then elaborating on said specific questions to things you might not have thought about if you didn't want to like ask that question. So thank you and bye.